from just outside the perimeter of Atlanta, Georgia, where we've been busy in the market, but can't win at home yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it rhymes.
It's a bit of a stretch. I had to the emphasis was on the wrong syllable, to make that work. It is the Five Takes podcast, and we are back. Back like Cat Clark. Look at this.
Back.
Air dropping in out of nowhere. RKO WWE style out of nowhere. That is not an RKO. Someone has never watched WWE. The RKO, Randy Orton.
No,
Three most dangerous letters in professional wrestling. Okay. Anyhow, hi. It's nice to see you. It's nice to be. So here's what's going on here. I am in Hawaii. And we're 6 hours apart difference. We're trying to coordinate this recording thing today. And I'm waiting for Amy to jump on. We're waiting for Jennifer to jump on. I had no fucking clue. All of a sudden, Kat jumps in. And I've been trying to we've been trying to coordinate you surprising Amy and Jennifer to come in one day, and then you all surprised me coming in. So that's sweet. Hi, hello. It's nice to see you again.
Hi, hello. Here I am. Doing? I am alive. I am living. I am doing my thing. It's been it's been a very crazy hard 2 months.
Oh, I know the team is terrible. You don't have to tell us. We're aware. We know how bad it's been. Oh, you're talking about something else.
Well, I do think that sometimes things, coincide with the tide, so to speak.
No, but you're going down the in which we have mentioned on previous episodes, the whole Jurgen Klopp thing. Football is the most important, least important thing
in the world. Yes. But it's absolutely true. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, for the longest time, something that we've always talked about is that sport and soccer and different things is a place that we go to kind of get away from the world and a place to escape. And I got to be honest with you, with the things going so poorly with the team, I wasn't. And I know this might sound a little bit petty and maybe a little bit selfish and personal, but
petty is my love language. It's fine.
I wasn't finding any solace. I wasn't finding any escape in watching Atlanta games. I wasn't, it was just making things
worse.
Honestly, it was making things worse.
Do you hear this, Atlanta United? Shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
You hear me? I know. It's like, and I keep, I'm just counting down the hours at this point to when the next English Premier League season starts. I'm so excited that at least Liverpool has the Community Shield, so I'll get that even 1 week earlier than everyone else.
Active in the market. You guys are just.
I know it's been the most active since I've been a Liverpool.
Chelsea
supporter,
has also been active, but when aren't we? We just buy and sell and loan out FC. That is new, but Liverpool isn't always just
really strategic,
and you really are. You're
they're out there spending some big money, and if they actually go after Isak, then it'll be the most that Liverpool has ever spent in a transfer window. So that's been really interesting. That has been interesting. I know Amy's like blah blah blah.
Oh, I'm sorry if you're not watching the video portion of this. We have Kat here. Amy is here. I am here with my Zoom background. I swear it's just a Zoom background, guys. It's not real.
It's just a blur.
None of this is real. It's all fake.
But okay, anyhow, this is barely real.
And Kat's back down in her soccer hole with her perfectly centered Atlanta United pride flag. That's one of my favorite flags that the club has done. And in all honesty, it's really good looking.
Yeah.
Yep.
So so that's kind of that's been a big part for why I haven't been here. And I said that I would come back when I had something to say. That's really what it is.
The cat's got something to say.
Yeah, the cat's gonna chat.
How have we not used that before? How have we gone? How have we gone 5 years and not done a cat chat? How is it possible?
Oh my God! New segment. It's happening right now. The cat chat. I always say they're like cat. I'm like, yeah, cat like meow.
Look, I'll let you go on, but I just want to point out the fact that we say this every week too. The length of intro and banter and not talking about the match and not talking about the team directly corresponds to how bad the team is. We are coming up on 15 minutes. That should tell you this team is still very bad.
We just don't have, because the actual amount of time you have to spend on what actually occurred in the match, we don't have anything new to say.
No.
So that being
Yeah,
said,
so
I did watch some of the match last night. And you know, I was like, when I saw us go up 2-1, I was like, and especially to have it happen in stoppage like that, I was like, wouldn't it just be so effed up to just get a 99th minute
Alexi banger out of nowhere.
Alexi banger out of nowhere, and it just makes it all the worse because it, we've experienced this before where it's like, we know you can do that. Why do you do it in the 90s? And that's the second one he's done, by the way.
And that's why
Like
we are in iteration number 3 of Atlanta United's edition of Groundhog's Day, which is where we are currently, because we are just living in the deja vu over and over and over again. That's how we're back. We're back like Bill Murray,
like we've never done
Day,
left.
suffering through all the different iterations of whatever it is that we're going to throw against the wall.
Just
but
stepping in that puddle over and over again.
Guys, the movie has a happy ending, okay? Eventually, he does break out of the cycle, and I think that we will eventually break out of this cycle.
Forever.
But right now, while we're in the mire of it, it is quite tedious.
Bad times don't last forever, but I think that's probably even more apropos for Kat right now, because like we said, the soccer, the football, we care probably too much. Don't base your wellness on sports. It's not good for you.
No, don't base your wellness on it. But at the same time, if you don't have it to go to, because don't have it be your only place to go.
Yeah, don't be like
that. Is something that that's something that I've had to focus a lot on in the last 2 months. Mm-hmm. So I am going to say thank you to everyone that has continued to follow this podcast, and the people, and despite how poorly the team is doing, and despite all of the shakeups in the AU world and everything that we're doing, thank you for continuing to support us, because we're not going anywhere. I'm a 17, I always will be. And, sometimes you have to step away to take a look at the kind of bigger picture of everything that's going on in life. And that, Glenn was able to do that last year, and Jennifer and I were able to kind of lift him up in his absence. And that's what you all have been able to do for me. And in that regard, I hate to say it, but I'm actually not going to be able to stay all night. I have a very early appointment, so I am going to say that I love and miss everyone that I get to talk to, and knowing that there are some constants, and knowing that you have friends and family and people that are there. It is something that I can kind of hold on to late at night when things feel real bad. And so I was having a good moment. And so I wanted to pop on and give a little surprise and say a little hello and do a little shout out and send some love to everybody. And in that regard too, I'm going to kind of switch gears just for a second. I've been dealing with some stuff at home, and I will say, if you or anyone that you know is dealing with any kind of crisis and substance abuse, or any kind of difficulties, please reach out to friends and to family and to anyone, stranger on the street. There are places to go. There are people that you can call. Dial 988. Just say, I'm having a tough time. You can just say, I'm not okay today. And just know that you're not alone. And sometimes it can feel real bad, but you're not alone. And that's why I wanted to pop on tonight, to see the people that have been there for me and that lift me up when I can't lift myself.
I
got you.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Always. Of course.
We got you, Kat.
Of course.
I know. And I know that.
I mean, if you're going to take a leave of absence, this was the best fucking time to do it.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't feel like I was missing much.
You're not. Oh.
Listen,
Amy, what were you gonna say?
No, but in all seriousness, like I get that the product on the field has not been like I totally understand and support everything that you've just said, just to be
Yeah.
very, very clear. However, and I think in the veins of you're never alone, right? I do want to call out that Lot 17 was a joyous place to be before the game on Saturday. It for the people that were there, they were all there enjoying the vibe, enjoying being together. We were celebrating birthdays. We had Broadway tailgate over at All Stripes. We had TL jamming out, Resurgence. Everybody was in the lot doing their thing, even though the team is bad. And you know what? They were still there, and we were there with each other. And I think what I would just say is that if you're having some struggles with the team or the games right now, I totally support that. But don't let that tear you away from your friends, right?
Sure.
So I'm glad to see you here tonight. And I hope for anybody else that's like struggling, like come out to the lot, come out and see your people, okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to go into the game. You don't have to go into the match. You don't have to be in the mire of everything else. But if you get joy being with your people, go be with your people. And that's what I was happy to have on Saturday. And yeah, we got another, at the death life support,
average, average draw, if you will.
Yep,
but
very apropos for the team.
No, it's a very good point. It's a very good point. Wherever you can find community, find it.
Yep. Don't let something as silly as wins and losses take away something that you've put a lot of time and energy and built over the years.
Absolutely.
That is still valuable and will continue to be valuable no matter what the state of the team is, whether the team exists or not. The friendships we've made are forever. That changes nothing. It affects nothing.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep. Don't let it be the thief of joy.
So,
all right.
In that regard, because I was only able to catch a little bit of it, and because I don't have as much to really comment on these days, I am going to leave you all in the capable hands of Amy, Amy and Glenn, Amy Glenifer, as I've been calling you guys, to myself,
tonight
really not to anyone.
Glammy. It's Glammy tonight. That's all it is.
It's Glammy.
Jennifer might drop in. We're not sure. It could happen. We'll see. Anyhow,
but you guys can take care of wrapping up the fun that was this match in
for sure.
In
yeah, we got it.
So I'm hoping to rejoin you all permanently sometime in the future, and until then, meow.
Until then, we get these drop-in cat chats.
You never did know. You never can tell.
There you go.
All right.
That's right.
Love you.
Peace out.
Mean it.
Love you guys.
And go take care. And we got this. Don't worry. You're not missing anything. It's all good. We'll see. We'll wait for 26. It'll be better.
That's
3 windows. 3 windows. All right. Later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Let me readjust some video here. Get that going. That was really nice. I was really happy to see Kat for a minute there. I haven't even really seen her in IRL, I believe is what the kids say these days, Gen Z or what have you, in a minute, because she has been dealing with family issues, and that takes priority. Like, get your priorities prioritized always, of course. That's just how it is. And it's a reminder to us all that, this is just sport and we love it, but there's more important things at play in life. And of course, she needs to go do whatever she needs to go do. And like Kat said, if you're struggling, whatever, reach out to hotlines, reach out to your friends and family, and lean on that. And don't think that you're totally alone, even if you feel like you're totally alone, which I get. I felt like that frequently in my life. Try and lean on people. Your challenges will still be your challenges. They're not going away, but maybe it'll help you deal with it a little bit better. Anyhow, you want to talk about this match? You want to thank Mason Mill? What do you want to do?
Well, we should definitely thank Mason Mill, because if you want to talk about living through some suffering, you need people to help you.
We're talking
and
about
some of the
help
people that are there to help you.
We're talking about Mason Mill. That's part of self-care, the physical and the mental. You know what? They're actually really good listeners at the clinic too. Not that I'm suggesting you go there and unload on Dr. Cohen or Dr. Miner, but they will listen. they are like that family, and this is just building your family more. It is really a family practice. Like, you feel like that, and I think that's really rare in today's world when it comes to medicine and care, no matter where it is. So it's a really unique experience and one we highly recommend. Give them a call, 404-321-0082, or find them on the web at masonmilkcairo.com. They got some fun events coming up. Get on the web and check them out. They are open through Tuesday through Saturdays. Saturday hours are super clutch. But anyhow, give them a call and get your appointment set up with Dr. Cohen or Dr. Miner. Promise you won't regret it. It'll be a really positive thing you can do for yourself. All right. What do you want to do? You want to just talk about the match in general? You want to go through take by take? I mean, it's tough because week to week, it's always just the same thing. And this one's pretty much the same. Slight variations, but the team looks the same. The problems are still the same. The good things are still the same,
So I want to challenge that just a little bit. So I definitely get it, okay? Like, I am here, I understand, I'm watching the same matches, all right? So I'm not trying to sit here and Pollyanna something that's not good.
Right.
But I did see a lot of positive things, and I get that it's still moments and it's still this, but to say that nothing changed, I think is not entirely correct. So what I wanted to attempt to do is highlight a few of the positive things that I saw and some of the things that I do think, changed. And the one I wanted to start with is I actually I'm not quite at the eat crow stage of this. Like, I think there's still some simmering to do. But I am starting to see a little life get jolted into Miggy with the captain's armband on. For 45 minutes, he seemed to have actual chemistry with Alexi and the relationship with Ronald Hernandez. And he did get the assist, the pass off to Lexi. We've been begging him to do layoffs. We've been begging for, a little bit of life there. And I didn't see full Miggy chicken with his head cut off running around this match like I have seen, not all the time.
But the one
right?
thing he seems
there was
to
a little
do,
bit of it, but it seemed more.
But you know what he does all the time? Like, every match, it doesn't matter where he's at or where the ball is at, he's calling for it at all times. Even when it's like, huh? Like, that makes no sense for you to want the ball right now. I get it, you're enthusiastic, but you should really just be calling for the ball when it's time to call for the ball. And he just calls for the ball all the time. And he doesn't get it all the time, and he gets frustrated. It's like, well, I get that, but that's not the pass to make right now. He was doing it here too. But I agree with your assessment on him overall. Yeah, I saw some of that too. So that's fair. I think that's fair.
So I saw a little improvement there. Also, as take number 3, I think is what it ended up being. Yeah, it's a fluke. Yeah, it's like the weirdest little backspin, whatever, own goal. And no, he doesn't get a stat on the board for it. But Latte has now shown up again and been there, and he was involved with the plays. He had good connections with Brennan. He had some good interplay with the rest. Okay. And so I think that that's a positive, and we can take that. And I hope that Latte will take that and try to get out of his head a little bit. He seemed a little better this match, especially the first half. And I know that that's kind of how it's been, but there's a positive. In terms of like Luke Brennan, like you were saying, I mean, take number 2. I can't sing the praises high enough.
No,
Ronnie said last week he wanted to see more, and dang, did he
see
more.
You know what Luke did? He put in a transfer trade-worthy performance. I assume he's out the door. Got to get that sweet gam.
No.
Got to get that sweet gam.
We did have some rumors about a left
put
wing.
I mean, I'm just saying that this is what has happened. Our homegrowns are like, wow, that was really good. Boom, Montreal. Hey, boom, Colorado. I assume if they're going to follow suit that Luke Brennan will be off to Sporting.
I mean, yeah, we have had rumors around a left wing, and I hadn't quite put together.
I'm being
a
little facetious, like with the moves,
and I hope that is not in fact.
I hope not either. I mean, I do understand the moves that are made. Like, if we're bringing in top tier air quote center backs, then Noah's not going to get time. Efrain is not going to get time, even though we all think they should. Clearly, that's not the strategy. So it's the right thing for the club to do. If you're going to be sitting them, move them on, let them go play and fight for something. So.
And to that point, right, around, again, in the vein of what changed, what is changing, we did see our first minutes out of Miha.
What'd you think?
Uh, I actually was overall happy with the performance. He came right out of the gate. His first pass on the ball was a really nice cutting through ball. It was a ball that we've been trying to get people to play. I liked the interview. I thought he had
Speaks
a
well.
little bit of he speaks well. He has a bit of a command about him, I think. Like that feels like he just kind of has a presence a little
Leadership.
bit. I think Steve Tanner, maybe friend of the pod, had shouted out something about making Saba do some push-ups pre-game and maybe trying to settle in and find his
Do
footing.
you think he's at
Obviously,
fault at all for the goal? I know it's really Derek Williams. He gets wrong-sided, but he's there, and it's not his man. So I'm in no way saying that's poor marking. It's not what it was, but situationally, awareness, could he have done better there, or is that we're not even thinking of it till I said that?
to be honest with you, yes, I think I don't really blame that goal on any one of them. I blame it on a general communication gap. And some of
And
that
that will take
is, and
time.
I think it got talked about on the
Yeah,
post game, so
yeah, yeah,
I don't want to, belabor that,
yeah.
but like yeah, there's not a lot of communication that happens
Right.
there and it's late in the game. You've just had a sub, and that has been a theme where we have a disruption on our back
Mm-hmm.
line. It is a fact that our back line has been in and out, new men, different formations, different positions, different
Estian
people.
was back
It's been,
and made a mistake and wasn't
and
great.
then he made a mistake that was
It's not
so
even making a mistake. He
unanticipated.
just didn't win the ball. Right? Like he loses that duel. It's not like he made a bad back pass. He just loses the ball that
He got
a
out
6'5"
muscled by Albert
Norwegian should
Rusnak.
not have lost. You just shouldn't have.
No, no, but Rusnak is very smart there. What he does is he uses Stan's height
Against him.
and body
Yeah.
against him,
True.
right? And
It is clever.
he has center of gravity on him and is
Yeah.
a lower center of gravity and basically catches him off guard, and Stan can't recover
Yeah,
from it.
100%.
And it was so, but this is what I think is great, right? It was such an unanticipated error that when you watch the recap on Apple TV, the camera doesn't even pan in that direction. Like they clear the ball, and clearly everybody thinks, oh, it's just going to be coming like right back. Like they're about to win this ball and then we'll do this. And so you don't even get on the replay immediately the whole scene with Stian and how you end up in that 3v1. Um, I'm not going to blame the new guy at this moment in
Yeah.
time for that. I think that that is just part of what happens too when you have the chaos that we've
I agree.
had in the in and out.
I was just
I hope that
curious
we
in
can
the
get some
moment
consistency.
if you felt a certain way about any of that. I really didn't, but I was curious if you did or if anyone around you at the stadium, because you were at the match, right? You were there.
I was, and
Any,
and my seats are second row in that
yeah,
corner, so I had a very good
yeah,
view of both the play on Stian and the
yeah.
goal. And to be honest with you, I was just so beyond frustrated because you could see it developing. Like you could
Right.
see how it was going to play out. And I think what I get more frustrated with, to be honest with you, when I see plays like that, I am angry at our defense. But what I get so irate about is how often we put the same exact balls in and our offense is nowhere to be found. And I was really glad to hear Ronnie Dyla maybe dialing in a little bit on the, hey, we should be in the right place in the box. Hey, maybe we should look for a back post. I've never seen a team that cannot find a runner on the back post more than this team, who plays the
Nobody
ball
crashes the
all the
box, nobody
time
crashes the post.
and nobody's
When we
there.
get near the final third in the 18, everything's very static. Nobody's making any dynamic runs. It's all like we're just kind of waiting for something to develop and then reacting to it. We don't anticipate. We're not proactive, we're reactive. That's a big
It's
problem.
kind of like we're playing chess, right? And we're playing a purely defensive game of
Yeah,
chess.
it's a
When we get
closed
down into
game,
that,
and
we're
we're black, opponent is white. They have a very aggressive opening, and we're just hoping they make a mistake and we can capitalize on it. We don't create our own luck. I agree with you. Yep, 100%.
yeah.
Um,
So while I am not ready to crown him the new LGP as Steve was, I like what I'm
Yeah, he's got
seeing,
some attitude to
and
him.
I think the mentality and the attitude is the kind of thing that we need more of on this team in general.
All right. Other people feel
And
that as way.
yeah,
TPEG88 on the X um, says the new center back has a wicked long ball. Is he from Boston? Are you from Boston, TPEG? He looked confident,
love it.
replacing Williams, who had a decent game, and will help solidify the back line. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, like you said, we're snake bit. We've seen this before. We've seen players come in and like, oh, that looks pretty good, and then out of nowhere drop off a few games later. So, um, but I agree with you. He said all the right things in his interviews, post game, pre game. He does seem to have that air of confidence about him, and this "I've got this, get behind me, follow me" type of mind to him and experience. I will say this: I think it was in regards to him, or it could be our other new signing, where he expressed that a hunger, a desire to win because he hasn't won anything, right? And I'm just going, oh, great, you'll fit right in. We don't win anything. It's a little cynical. It's a little cynical. I like him. I like him a lot, and I just hope that he can one stay healthy, and just pair up with our new guy and make this team better. Oh,
I do think that on another sort of trying to catch some positivity
yeah,
here, we have the Leagues Cup coming up. And while I understand and share the lack of
yeah,
enthusiasm generally for Leagues
yeah.
Cup, I think it's a really welcome break at this point for the team because realistically, our season is, we may not mathematically be eliminated, but
I mean, we
we're
more or less are. We're done.
we
Yeah, we're
pretty
done.
much are.
It's fine.
So if we don't have that, so that means that we can put everything we have into this Leagues Cup thing and see what we've got to look forward
I don't
to.
even
And
want that.
maybe
I just want more looks at the kids, whatever kids we have left. Put Hibbert in goal. Keep Will Riley out there. I want to see more Luke Brennan. Keep Ronald out there.
I don't know, based on what you've said, I don't want to see any more kids. Hide them.
No, what kids? What are you talking about?
We
we
have
don't
no
have any
more
kids here.
homegrowns
We have
here.
plenty of GAM.
No
No more
more.
GAM. Thanks. We're good on the GAM. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's heartbreaking losing them because they seem to really care. They've been here for a while. A lot of them come up through the academy, and this means something to them. The badge means something to them, and I hate to be accusing other players of not caring, but it's a different level of care, and that's just inherent. Like your hometown, of course you're going to care more. Of course it's going to mean more, but that's really translating on the pitch because that's been our biggest problem this year. I think one of them, anyhow.
I also think it's natural for us as fans to want to hold on to
Yeah,
that now that we're seeing it because our club is new. So this is a new
yeah,
thing, and the pride that we
right.
have, um, you know, it it's it's
And we
in that
came out the gate
academy,
hot, and we
and
set a standard, and then the standard isn't met anymore, and the club keeps telling us this is the standard. It's like, well, if we're not being told we're just a mid-tier or bad team from the front office that's just going to try to keep rebuilding you, if we're going to keep saying that we're big club, big club, big club, then our expectations don't change. Not that they should.
but I did at least enjoy the match, like
It was
overall. Like
enjoyable.
this wasn't like that game where I felt like they needed to pay me to
No,
watch
I
it,
mean, look,
which is how
we
I
hit the
felt just a
bar,
few
hit the
games
post,
ago.
wide a couple times. Latte scored off a deflection. Like, poor guy just can't get a clean goal to save his life. Just can't do it, man. But at least he's scoring.
It's
Baby steps, right? Baby steps. I think that's number 8,
yeah.
7 or 8 on the year for him. So you take it.
Uh, 8, I think.
Um,
Yeah, because he had 5 and then he's had
yeah,
3 recently, but technically actually, I take that back. He's got 7 because it was counted as an own goal because of how fluky that was, which statistically I get, but I'm counting it in his column because God, we need something, right? And we
uh,
need we need to be encouraging that.
yep,
Um, I
yeah,
would just love more than anything for somebody to figure out
yeah,
how to get the guy that's kicking the ball and the guy that's supposed to receive the
right,
ball on the same end when they're inside the 6-yard
right,
line or even within the 18-yard line.
right.
Um, that is what, again, that's what frustrated me so much about that second Seattle goal is the perfection with which it was executed. And you're just like, why can't we do that? Like, And if I watch MLS 360, as I torture myself and do every week, well, I love it, but I torture myself because I see all the other teams in the league and all these good things that they're doing. And I think, why can't we do that? And I think it's more frustrating also because we're really not overall like a terrible team.
That's what's so
We have these good
that's what's so
performances
concerning.
against
That's what's so
good
concerning to me
teams.
in keeping Ronnie, which Hendo and Garth, Hendo lately, most recent, has been very clear on that he is not going. He is not leaving.
No.
And like you're saying, there's no way the team should be this bad. It's just too much talent. And as a coach, your job is to get the most out of what you're given. And if you can't do that, then that means you need perfect players who fit your system and your way of coaching perfectly. And that is so unlikely to happen in any league, let alone a salary cap league like MLS. So do we really think that this front office is capable, that our scouts are capable of finding the perfect pieces to fit for Ronnie? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't want him to be sacked. I hate it. I don't want to keep turning over coaches. But if we're letting players go and we're going to let more go because they're not performing, well, the coach isn't performing, and yet he's staying. That's a lot of faith to put in this, man. If we do this other rebuild, March, April comes along and we ain't winning, oh Lord, then we're back to square one again. We're still 2-3 windows away.
Yeah,
it's tough, but
I get it.
Like, it's real. I'm not wrong.
No, you're not wrong, right? And I mean, look, I've been saying all along that Ronnie was going to get through the end of the year.
You were right.
I think at this point he is going to
Yes,
get
he will.
through maybe next year's
Henry Higuita, I owe
like
you
you're
a
saying.
beer. I got that bet dead wrong. Dead wrong. Scars and Spikes, shout out. I will. A beer's coming your way. Whatever you want.
Now, I think that if circumstances with Garth were a little bit different, maybe some of this plays out a little differently. The
That's also
reality
true. We're
of
hit
this
with
cancer
this. He's got
situation
cancer.
does
Like,
put
yeah.
it's just another sort of chaos agent that's introduced
Right.
into all of this that kind of makes it difficult to figure out, okay, what is the move? I think I understand, and I'm supportive of them giving him what, and I think it's a very tight leash, right? Like, I don't think that there is some, some universe in which if he doesn't perform pretty quickly at the beginning of next year, that he's not gone. But then to your point, but then you're
We're
right
right
back
back
where
where.
we are. So you need to be very confident that you can bring in those players. And I share your concern when it comes to play style, simply because I've heard him say a couple of times, and he said again out of this match, we've talked about we got a great 45, but you have to play 90. That's
That's
take
take
number
number one. You
one.
quoted Ronnie Dyler
And
from that. Yeah.
and we heard him say
Yeah.
they seem tired. They seem tired. And how many times have we talked about deja vu, that we just felt like, can these players
I was kind
physically
of concerned about that
play
from the
the
jump.
way
Like,
that he wants them to play?
do you
Because
remember
here's
Do
the
you remember the start of the
reality.
season where he even admitted that he might have been training them too hard? Like, is that still
Yes.
continuing? Are we still training too hard? Are we burning these guys into the ground? Like, what are we doing?
I I don't know that it's training too hard, but I think that this style of play requires a level of fitness that
And
may
we
only
can't get
exist on
there?
the FIFA controls. I'm not
And we
entirely
can't get to
sure.
that level of fitness, man? Like, what? I don't know.
I mean, like EA
Yeah,
Sports,
no,
you know
I
what I'm
understand.
saying? Like, I'm
Mash
not
the boost
sure that
button.
you
I
can
get it.
keep
But, like,
this.
I don't know, man. These guys are professional athletes. If they can't attain that level of fitness, can anybody? Like, I'm just concerned. I'm just concerned because they shouldn't be that tired. They shouldn't be.
But and to be honest with you, I think that what Ronnie keeps saying, and maybe we'll see if we get a more stable back line, like legitimately. And this is the thing. This is what they have to be believing in order to be making the moves that they're making, right? What they have to believe is that we are capable of doing what he would like to do for 45 minutes. And if we can get a 2-0 lead in that 45 minutes instead of the 1-0 lead we've been getting, and we can have a solid center back, we should be able to perform the way that his New York teams played, right? But you are banking a lot, as you say, on being able to find the right players and being able to fix this thing where, yeah, we're seeing a positive trajectory of, hey, we are actually bringing a lead into halftime, but we've still got this drop off after half, and it feels like that's got to be something to do with the fitness levels.
Agreed.
So anyway, I guess we will see. Only time will
Correct.
tell. Yeah.
All right.
So I don't know. That's take 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see. Take number 5.
Yeah,
Jennifer
I don't
pulled.
recognize this quote at all. Enlighten me.
Yeah, so it was funny because Jennifer and I were writing the takes, and originally we were not actually going to have 5 takes. We were going to have 4 because after they got the stoppage time goal, we said something along the lines of there are only 4 takes because the last 4 minutes weren't worth watching anyway. And then we went and had the 99th minute banger and threw all of that out the window. And I pitched that maybe we should have something a little more, hopeful to end the takes. And Jen said, "Oh no, there is no more hope for
Atta
us.
girl.
We will be summoning the ghost of Franz Kafka." What is it? He was a transcendentalist. Like, you want to talk about a guy that just believed it's a very dark quote for her to
That's dark.
say there's infinite amounts of hope in the universe, but not for us. Not for
Yep.
us. I am going to maintain that I disagree with Jennifer. There is hope. There is always hope.
I agree
There
as well.
are infinite amounts, and I think there is even an amount of hope for our team.
Right.
Look no further than the kids that remain for however long they remain.
Right.
And, and to each other.
Yeah.
There's the hope. There's the hope.
Let's end on that. Let's be
And
hopeful. Let's just end on that and say goodbye. It is important to, like, you have to hang on to that, man. You have to hang on to hope, whether it's something frivolous like sports or in your life. Because if you don't have that, what you got? What you got, man? What are you hanging around for then? If you don't have hope, then you expect things to never change, and this is just it. Well, that doesn't sound like a life worth living. It can't be. It just can't be. As cynical as I am, as snarky as I am, as sarcastic as I am, I genuinely agree with you that there is always hope. I'm going to quote Aragorn, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. There is always hope. There has to be, because otherwise we're this isn't life. It's not real. It's not real. And if you have some of that going on in your life, or you I'm not going to discount how you feel. If you genuinely feel like that, that's the time to lean hard on your friends and your family. Pick up the phone, text, call, do whatever you need to do, because if you have reached that point, that's a very dark place to be.
I know that the games have not been the best ever recently, but again, don't let that joy go out. Don't lose that community. Don't lose touch with it. It is still there, and we'll be on the upswing again. It's all cyclical. We'll be back on top. It may take a little while, but we'll get there. And the team is making moves. And
credit
as
to
you
that,
said,
they're being aggressive. They're not just resting. Like, they are making moves, and some of them we don't like, but they recognize that this is shit, and it has to be better. So we just have to hope that it will.
Absolutely. And this will be the first full window that we have Chris Henderson, who
is now,
for better or worse, does have a very long, has a reputation
more or
of
less,
winning and many wins.
He's in charge now. I know he's communicating daily with Garth, and he's not just shooting from the hip and signing whoever he wants. He's letting him know. But Garth is bigger things to worry about. This is Hendo's team right now, and that'll be interesting. And like you said, he's got the pedigree, he's got the CV, he's done it. So is Garth.
And the reality is that is what we brought him in for. Chris Henderson and Garth talked themselves about how they felt like they were a good pairing because Garth leaves the talent piece of this, is going to leave it to Chris Henderson. So in his hands, we have seen, we just played the Goliath that is Seattle. We played them to a draw. Believe it or not, somebody told me we have an all-time winning record against Seattle.
We do.
It's
wild.
Almost unbelievable.
We don't have a running record against anybody.
But yeah. So I think our DPs are starting to connect. We've got some upside. We are clear-eyed about the future, right?
Sure.
And we have an opportunity going into Leagues Cup to to maybe have a little fun still,
I
even
hope
if we're
that's
not
all I
going to
want
win.
out of Leagues Cup. I don't want us to slam everything at it and go for a trophy. I want us to keep exploring what we have. That's it. I want players to get minutes who maybe didn't. Shine a little bit if you can. Win, get some joy. Sure, that'd be great. That would be probably do a lot for the locker room to just win some shit, you know. But I'm not pinning anything on this. I just want a little bit of joy for the players, for us, and play the kids, play the bench players, because we know a lot of the starters whose contracts are up are not coming back, i.e. Brooks Lennon, and even though despite him saying that talks have been positive, I'm sure they have. Yeah, but I would be surprised if him and a number of others are going to come back. Team's going to look very different. It's going to look very different. I know we've said that a lot. But the other thing we've said a lot, because it's true, is it can't last. It can't. It just can't. It cannot last forever. And the good times, when they do come back, will feel better for having gone through all of this. It's corny. It's a bumper sticker line. I know. But it's not true. Like, it absolutely is true. We will look back on this and go, fuck. You remember when we couldn't win a home game? You remember when Charlotte would just come into our house and shit on us year to year? Remember that? Seems like so long ago when we're lifting a trophy. We'll get there. It's just taking longer than any of us want. So, like Amy said, don't let it be the thief of joy. You know, don't be like me. This is what I'm saying. Like, don't pin all your emotional well-being on this shit. Thank God Chelsea's won 2 trophies. I don't know where I'd be. Oh my Lord. That was sweet to see. That was good. All right. I think that kind of does it. It's starting to get noisy out here anyhow with the ukulele music. That's also a Zoom background. It's all Zoom. It's all fake. It's all AI. I'm not really. Yeah, I am. I'm here for a little union conference, for film and TV, and we just have a couple hours off. So I wanted to hop on, 6-hour time difference, and hang with you for a bit. And it was really nice to see Kat. That was awesome. And we love her and we support her, and we hope she'll be back. But you know, it'll probably be 26, which is probably better for us. Be honest.
Something you can do there in Hawaii to help, right? Like, ask some local for something lucky.
That's what I'm on. I'm on a scouting trip.
Get away.
I'm on a scouting trip. I'm looking for talent. I think this is a soccer hotbed here. It looks like it. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for listening, for watching, for continuing to support us and support Mason Mill and FanTV, and most importantly, yourself and each other. Because what do we got if we don't got that? Got nothing. You know, got to hang on to that. Hold on to each other. Embrace each other. Hug the people you love. And hold on to hope. It's there. It's real. It's real. It's real. Even if you can't see it, it is there. Lean on someone who can help you see it. Really important. All right. We will be back probably not midweek. I don't think we're going to be able to do a midweek pod on Necaxa. We're not neglecting Leagues Cup, like poo-pooing on it. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I'm genuinely looking forward to Gonzalo Pineda coming back. We will absolutely do a pod on Atlas coming here and winning in our stadium. That is going to be a good pod. It is going to be hilarious because it's going to happen. It has to happen. We're not beating him. There's no way.
Might be the only person that at the time really still didn't want Pineda fired.
Yeah.
So,
he's been struggling at Atlas too. It hasn't been all
goes.
sweetness and light for him. You know, the results haven't been all that much different than what he was able to get here, which I hate for him because I think he's a really nice guy. He's just maybe not the best coach, but you know, we'll see. It'll be fun.
Or an excellent assistant, which some guys just are.
Yeah, that's true.
Excellent assistant and not a head
Some
coach.
are just built because he was at Seattle, right? And just it isn't happening yet. I hope it does for him. I don't wish ill will on him or anyone. All right, so we probably won't be back for Necaxa. We'll be back for the next one, and we'll talk about that one. And we'll keep hope alive. You know, it's important. All right, we'll be back in like a week's time. Until then, y'all be good. We will be back.